Alice's mechanism, but still, starting off that game really early, that 1 minute, is proving to be a little bit difficult for them. Logan might be in trouble there. CZ will try to attempt it out, but will not quite be enough. Hawkeye on that Lolita is making work. Still going to go in for the end. CZ will get potentially taken down next year. We are going to see that the spinner is still there. The throwback Royal CY will be further thrown back as well. Does get taken out. Alice the first one to succumb to the pressure and die away. Rush going for yet another kill. Already at level 4. Still going on the CZY. Triple kill. What in the world is going on?
Oh wow, Asia Cyan. It looks like they want to end this game really fast. All the aggression. Harley Rush on Harley is really insane.
It's not even minutes yet, and it's already level 4 with a triple kill.
Well, we can see how much Noob can hang on right now. Angela, the thing about Angela is that when you go against heroes like Hayabusa, and here we have the replay of Harley Rush rushing in to get KYZ. Wow, that was just a beautiful play by Harley.
It was a really good play by Harley. This is when you really know all the nooks and crannies of a champion. It's trying to do it. Still, in the end, does stun out under Tara, but that is, Lolita and played by Hawkeye. So we'll be able to deal with the damage as KZY does get moved back. It will not be enough. So now we understand the composition. It is the flick back into the further flick back.
And lots of tossing here and there.
And we see Team Sayed right on cue, taking Turtle away, completely uncontested this time around. Hawkeye will save it away.
And they will melt Angela right down just like that. I'm really loving this Jawhead and Zilong combo. It's quite insane. I mean, I've never thought of it, how it was. I pull over and then you toss over. There's no way of running away at all. Wow. Asia. They are confusing me. I don't really know what strategy are they up to at this point. Oh my god. And we will see Hayabusa going against Lancelot in the bottom lane. It's a battle of assassins.
Looking at the goal lead, it is 3 minutes, 24 seconds, and we already have a 4,000 goal lead. Yet again, the stun out that Skyvy will get taken down. Lolita does start it up. Royalty One comes in, but will it be to his death? The ultimate does get thrown back. Now Logan potentially in trouble there, will get taken out. That is the first one, but Joy comes back into the fray, and ZZ will be the next one. That's a mega kill for Harley.
Wow. It looks like AirAsia, they just want a quick and fast game, It's really amazing that they can still gank but still split push at the same time, but not only 2 lanes, but they are trying to push all 3 lanes. Instead of the usual pushing, you try to push the lanes side by side, but it looks like they are pushing top and bottom instead of, top or bottom.
We are still seeing yet another fight at Spinner. Hawkeye that does roll out his shield, stopping the additional damage coming through. But look at the bottom lane, minions are pushing. Look at the top lane, minions are also pushing. Asia Cyan doing well to make sure that all the waves are constantly pushing. They will focus their attention back up top. But Lancelot is at the bottom as well. That proxy of the wave will ensure that yet another tower will fall. This game is exponentially accelerating, and it is now a steady 7,000 goal lead just 1 minute after we last checked in.
Well, they are really pushing Loop. They are showing desperate moments, points of desperation. They are splitting, trying to get some farm here and there. But I don't think it will be enough at this point, because when they are this pressured by Asia Cyan, it looks like they will try to catch Alice right there. Angela gets in, but she will not. Oh, she will go down to the hands of Lolita.
The timing.
Wow.
So well executed. Hawkeye is still there, does stun of the CZ. That's a tag onto 3 people at 5 minutes in. Does get tossed back. The jump forward will potentially be enough. Fredo does not find the kill yet, and CZ escapes with his life. But back in the bottom lane, we're going to see that now we're going to see the assassination. Another one jumps to all of the 4 shadows. The last one is there and is waiting. Does not take it up. Lancelot barely scratches the surface with Mia.
Almost 6 minutes in, and we have so many turrets down for Team Loop SG.
I have to say, Joseph, even Romulo, on the chat here saying Loop is outclassed, and it certainly feels a way. There's an apt description about what is going on.
Yes, Loop, it's I mean, I had questions about the Mia pick, but it looks like Alice will go in with her ult, and they will try to bring Pajaha down, but they failed to do so with the backup from
Watch
Hardy.
as Rush jump forward. Rush will get yet another kill. And just like that, Harley is 5-0-1.
I've seen Rush on crazy assassins, but this is the first time I'm seeing a crazy Harley Rush.
Yes, this is the first time we've seen such an aggressive rush on Harley. We have not seen that throughout really the entire FPL season. But now, coming into startings of the first series of the playoffs, nice toss back. Make sure that's taken. The bottom turret does go down. Mia is farming by herself. That's a huge risk to be taken.
Well,
jumping into base as well. Will it be enough to take it down? No. Does manage to live stream through it. Zilong removes Akai, and the onslaught continues. It is now 11,000 just before the 7-minute mark.
Well, they will go for Lord. Will they have a Lord fight? I don't think. I mean, there's nothing Mia can do right now. I mean, it shows how desperate they are. The fact that she actually went all the way out alone to get some kills to clear the creep waves. And Aegis Iron will secure the Lord kill very, very easily.
Completely uncontested. It's 7 minutes in. Lord has just come up, instantly taking objectives away. Royal ZY will get popped away when the quick ring closes. That's now 6 kills. ZZ needs to be cautious as well. Cards, unfortunately, not in the right direction, so cannot continue that. Love the fact that we have Zilong split pushing once again, making sure that all the waves are about to crash in as Lord will potentially spawn. The boss has been called out.
Well, we do know Aegis Iron, as much as they gank, they go for team fights and all that, but they never fail to maintain the creep waves,
Yes.
So that is very important.
Very, very important.
Man, I don't know what to say. Honestly, I am speechless. The moment the game started out, I have to say my MVP, even though the game hasn't finished yet, is Rush.
Well, he's definitely going to get it. He's currently, deathless.
Yeah.
Has been having a really good KDA over there.
Even if he dies 10 times after this, I don't care. I still love his
He won your heart.
He won my heart.
He took the play of the game.
Yeah, Rush.
Look at them smiling in confidence and waving. My word, how crushing is that? To look
crushing,
over at your opponents and be like, and then waving.
I don't know what to say, man. I mean, the Harley there, he looks so comfortable just going in. He's not afraid. He even went to the base. You guys said and it's crazy when he got that triple. He got a triple kill early game, right? If I'm not mistaken.
The only, as aggressive, Harley as aggressive as Rush today is probably from IDNS, was it?
I believe so.
Yes, was that from IDNS? So it's really great to see another Harley that's that crazy that will rush all the way into the base.
I guess now AirAsia backing them up. These guys are going to go even faster and are not going to be afraid anymore. Just go in the base, do whatever they want, and they're comfortable. I mean, they got the damage, they got everything. It just seems like they're completely flawless. Like you mentioned before, you wanted to know if they're flawless. Well, let me tell you, I can't find a crack in their strategy.
It's interesting, right? In the first game, we saw Fredo really take it up. Here we are back into the game. This time around, Rush is stepping up. What can we see, with the rest of the teams as the tournament progresses? 1 to 12 kills at this point and 13,000 lead. That's twice the amount of gold. 5 towers to none. What an impressive stat. CZ!
Whoa, they will. That was so dangerous.
So dangerous.
Well, it looks like they will try to go for a fight. Akai will go down to the hands of Rush. And they will try to continue pushing the tower. I'm loving Aegis Iron today. They're so aggressive. They will try to secure more kills. And they are still fighting and they're all the way in. They are chasing them out of their home. Wow, 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 wow. It looks like this will be the end of Loop SG. They will secure another kill. Mia goes down, Angela goes down, and the throne goes down.
Congratulations, Team Sen. Wow.
These guys
really well deserved.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I told you guys like a few minutes ago when we had a quick pause. I am speechless. I am speechless. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And like watching this game, look at them. Of course, they're happy. The first game, they come in 2-0, clean sweep, no problems. I was talking about this earlier. I couldn't find a single crack in their strategy. If you could tell me a flaw, a single flaw.
I swear, Asia's trying to confuse us. Cyan, what are you up to? You're showing us like, two completely different lineup.
Yep, and the thing is, if you look at the stats over here, is there anything you guys can point out? I mean, looking at Loop SG side, you guys told me that Alice, if she can carry early game,
she has the impact, being able to root down.
She did take that one kill, the only kill.
That's right.
On Loop SG side, but no one else could pick up. CZ had so much trouble as Akai. Again, their tank always having the problem to help soak up the damage.
Yeah, most of the time, Cyan just kind of distract the tank, but unfortunately...
They aim the squishies, which is exactly what you do, right? You throw the tank away, you push it away, so that you are able to reach the squishies in the backline. And when the squishies are targeted away, the tanks are just left completely out.
Alone.
And when you are so far ahead, you're not even a tank, you're like a pebble.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, but that's fine, it's a pebble.
That Akai was being bullied there, and I didn't like it.
That Akai was like a baby panda instead of like this giant panda.
Yeah, giant scary panda. I think we're going to jump into the highlights. As of now, you can see CZ going in, but a lot of trouble just going in there. And that rush, this is, I think, the early game when Rush was just under the turrets going in and managed to get level 4 so quickly. And he's all alone here at this point. Managed to pick up a triple kill. Peach, what do you have to say for that Rush's rushing in with that Harley?
I mean, having to know that Harley is one of the picks, I think Mia should have just been eliminated completely. So I think Mia was kind of heavy for the team as we speak. Having Alice is actually pretty decent because during late game she can definitely tank the damage. She can initiate, she can poke, she can flank. So the only questioning one is Mia.
That is right. And the thing is, even in the comments, a few people are asking or judging Lubes. She's saying, why did you pick an MM against Erija? Saying, do you think they did the right thing picking an MM?
Yes, there was a very big question that was thrown out, which is, why would you allow Lancelot to get picked and then respond by picking a Mia?
Yeah.
And I have a huge concern with that as well. It's a completely valid question. Because there's no support to bring it to that late game stage.
Even if they went with a different MM, would that be helpful?
Well, okay. Well, before we go to the whole MM thing, Skyway is known as global top
Zilong.
Mia as well.
Yes.
But this time it was KYZ that played Mia.
Why?
This is what Louvre has done in the past. Right? They have left us with questions. Now I hope to obviously be speaking with some of the players later. Because as they move now into the loser bracket first,
so we're not going to be seeing them today anymore.
We'll be seeing them tomorrow.
Tomorrow they will be coming back. Hopefully by tomorrow they can talk it out. Maybe we'll get some insight ourselves by talking to them and come and explain to you guys why it happened, why this happened. But of course, yes, we always talk about this being a problem, but they went up against Aries. Just say it.
Well, that's unfortunately a bit of a crushing defeat, especially to start things off today. But there's still more matches coming up.
Yeah, I don't want to lose hope on this. I will touch on that later. I just have one question. The last time we had the last weekend of regular season, how many weeks ago was that? That was a few weeks ago, right?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. So they had about 3 weeks to practice, 3 weeks to change. Have you seen any sort of adaptation on Louvre SG side?
It's very hard to tell when both games are sub 10 minutes.
Yep.
It's too small of a window to actually, accurately give them the portrayal. You talk about me judging them. Look, my judgment needs to be, within certain bounds.
Right, it makes sense.
It's too early.
Yeah, it is.
In the loser bracket, we'll need to see, can they recover from this? Because we expect to see maybe a little bit longer game, a little bit more development as they really fight for their tournament lives.
And to be honest with you, I think that is definitely possible because Louvre SG was not supposed to make it to the standings, but throughout the end of the regular season, they kind of sneaked their way through and they made it to the top 8. So they definitely have the possibility, the potential to do that, and I definitely do want to see that happen. But again, that's something we'll wait and see tomorrow. As for our next match that you wanted to talk about, we're going to have MYA going up against Mystic Burden.
That's Mysterious Assassin.
Before I say anything, thoughts?
I would say this will be a lot closer match. MYA has found, some some success, some failures that's there. We also have seen the same thing coming up from Mystic Burden as well.
That's right.
So I think they're most equally matched. Now, both of these teams are also Malaysian teams.
Right.
So now it's, the internal civil war struggle.
Civil war comes back.
How well will they be able to execute and their drafting, because they know each other so well?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to be looking at. So not quite how clean the games are, but can they manipulate the mind games?
That's right. Now, the things that I am aware when it comes to both of these teams is that both of them, like I said, like you mentioned as well, the fight is going to be pretty close compared to this one. So I guess we just have to wait and see what happens. We're going to go for a very short break. By the time we come back, it's going to be MYA and Mystic Burden. I can't wait. I hope you guys wait and see what happens.
Is your mic working? Oh yeah. No. That's all. Oh yeah, it's working now. All right, guys, what's up? Hi. Oh, there's so many people out there in the back. You can come in the front. There's an empty seat here. Make yourself at home. And the registration booth is right there. You can register. I hope you guys have registered because we're gonna have the lucky draw now. Danley.
I know, I'm excited for Lucky Draw because that means you guys are going to get free stuff. Now, if you haven't registered at the registration counter, do so right now because when you register, you get a free ticket to put into the Lucky Draw container. And we are going to be drawing every single set. So every match, when it's finished, after the best of 3, we will be drawing winners.
The first one is done. And there's 2 more lucky draws right after the matches, so go register.
So, Pinda, are you ready to see who is won the first lucky draw?
Should we let them know what's in the lucky draw?
We will be able to tell them right now.
Oh, it's right there.
It's
Okay, here we go, guys. The winners for the first lucky draw, you get 3 Biometric Rafaela skin and 50,000 battle points and MPL t-shirts.
And our own power bank. Now, guys, take a look at your tickets right now. If the number on the screen matches your ticket, you are a winner. Now, if you are one of the winners, head on over to the registration counter, tell them your ticket, and show them that I have won. You can see them waving right now. They are waving. So if you are a winner from the screen, head on over to the registration counter to claim your prize.
Right there on your right, yeah. Check the numbers on the screen. You have Rafaela skin and battle points, and I hope, the power bank, it's the highlight for me. It is. Battle points too. I do love Mobile Legends. I like all of these, but I do really need the power bank. So check your number. It's 4 digits. And 9, 10, 11 winners. And we're going to have a second round of lucky draw right after the second match. Are the winners here?
Do we have any winners right now? Is there anyone with these numbers right now? Can you put your hand up? Do we have any winners?
No? No winners?
I didn't see anyone yet.
Oh, there's a winner?
At all?
We have 1 winner?
Do we have one winner?
We have 1 winner. We're waiting for 10 more. Guys, come and check your number.
And just a reminder, if you are a winner for these prizes, you only have a limited amount of time to claim them. So if you do not claim them, then you'll forfeit your prize.
Only 1 winner? How many winners do we have? Just 1? Only
just
one?
1 winner.
Guys, come on, there's got to be 10 more. Check your numbers. It's just only 4 digits. And these are the registered numbers. You guys might want to come down, enjoy the show. I'll stand by. All right, the second match is going to start now, and that is it. We'll see you at the next giveaway, guys. Have fun. Relax.
Dari mana? Aku tak tahu. Resto? Aku jemput dia. Gaji si motor. Gaji si motor. Buka kan? Buka lah. Buka terus tuh depan. Yamaha 212. Tahu kah yang mana? Tidak, ini mau cuci aja. Saya bilang. Atau tidak?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Mobile Legends Professional League. This is the playoffs and the finals, and look what happened to Beach.
She has become KBC Sensei.
Hey, KBC Sensei to KBC Sensei.
Yeah, I'm the second level, you know.
Second, you're like
the max level.
The next rank.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
You know what, KBC, I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, but before I do, how you doing? How did you like that match just now? 2-0, Aries just saying. What do you think, man?
It's like Asia Saiyan just brought Luft to everyone can fly right now.
Yeah, everyone can fly, man. Like, literally.
Everybody can stomp right now.
I mean, I didn't want to say it like that, but since you're a guy who judges people, then sure, we can use the word stomp.
Those games I would classify as stomps.
Actually, I do too. Yeah. I'm just trying to be nice over here.
I mean, I'm going to call it out as it is, right? I'm going to give credit where credit is deserved because those games were mighty impressive.
They were. And you told me, you were like, kind of not scared, but you were.
I was very cautious about whether they would actually step up to it, and I think they stepped their game up and everybody's expectations up as well.
Exactly,
because
and I think everyone
both
down here
sub 10-minute games, and to be done. Not losing a tower in the second game as well.
The only good thing I see about Louvre SG is like their drafting was actually not bad. It was even better than the regular playoffs, which kind of gives the glitter of hope. I even told some of the followers out there saying that, if I were to give the 60-40, I would give Louvre my 60 over that 40.
Are you serious?
Yeah, here's the thing. In terms of drafting,
you like the first draft as well.
The first one was really good.
Yes, first game, yes. Second game, no.
Second game, yeah, it was a bit of a
the second game was a little
hard.
bit tough.
A bit hard. And when it comes into execution, that's where Team Cyan was just like in the next level.
All over the like they were everywhere, man, on the map. They were doing whatever they could to win. And not only, we mentioned this before, they weren't just focusing on kills. Even though they had a lot of kills, the main focus was just to finish the game and win. And they did it in the best way possible. Now, let's finish talking about our first match. Let's talk about our second match. It's going to be MY going up against Mystic Burden. And because this is such an interesting match, I want to urge all of you guys at home, make sure you come down here. You can see the brackets right now. All of these matches, MY and Mystic Burden. After that, IDNS SG, MY3. And right after that, the last match of tonight, Tyrants of Singapore going up against Team XD. If you want to see all of these matches, come down to Wanutama, Malaysia. Now, Pseudo, KBC, there's a lot of things going on here. Why don't you tell me what is happening here? What's the reason for these guys to come down here?
I mean, the first and foremost thing is the photo booth. I think the photo booth is super dope.
Yep, and you get stuff there too, right?
I mean, so if you use the hashtag, you come down here, take a creative picture, as creative as possibly can.
And when we say creative, it's because it's the loading screen.
It actually, I didn't want to reveal that.
You didn't want to spoil it?
Yeah, but it is the loading screen. You can stand behind with your other friends, your squad, your team, your clan has been there. Take the most creative one that you can be doing. Use the hashtag MPLMYSG, and you can win the permanent Light of Dawn Argus skin,
which I think looks damn cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. But that's not the only activity. There's only one of the activities, and we have several others. I wish I could take the camera and just pan
it over to show you guys. But I think they've heard it enough. KBC, what's to my right over here? You can hear it. You can hear the activities.
Oh, it's gonna be those mini games that we have. So we do have the Harley booth up there with the deadly magic.
Ring toss,
Yep, the ring toss.
Yep.
And we do have the minion Fury by Minotaur.
That's a sound that you guys are hearing right now.
That's basically a sledgehammer game where you can heat up and see if it hits the bell.
You have to prove your strength in that game. If you're strong enough, if you're stronger than your squad, are you the MVP?
Did you try it yesterday actually?
I tried it today.
What did you get? What was your score?
500.
So for people that don't know, the scale goes up from 1 to 10. That's over there.
He got 10. Yeah.
Okay, stop showing off now, alright? I want to change the topic. We have more games as well. There's a Clint game where you actually shoot and get bullets and get chaps.
Well, we are going to go into a quick video on what's going to turn up next.
And Mystic Burden.
MCB. That's
MCB, man. Let's do this.
Saya King Ziz daripada MYA. Kami ditubuhkan pada November 2016. Kami harap kami akan menjadi juara di MPL season ini kerana kami sudah sedia untuk menghadapi segala cabaran yang akan datang. Kami akan buat yang terbaik untuk MPL musim ini. Kami buat ini bukan hanya untuk kami, tapi untuk anda di luar sana yang terus menyokong kami hingga ke akhir.
Tim kami baru saja lagi ditubuhkan. Seminggu sebelum MPL bermula, kami dah start tubuh. Kami cuba dapatkan top 5 atau top 3 yang terbaik. Sebab kami digabungkan bersama dengan Singapura punya tim. So target kami memang top 5.
There you have it. That is going to be Mystic Burdens rocking the yellow jerseys coming in.
Looking good.
To see the MYA team walking over there, shaking hands. This is going to be interesting.
They are all friends. They know each other. There's a lot more, wishing each other really well.
Here's the interesting point between these two teams today. First, they are the only Malaysia versus Malaysia team. All right, out of the 8 teams that we're going to have.
Right.
And second, both teams are actually at 4th and 5th placing in the regular playoffs. The regular league. So you're going to see a very close game up there.
This potentially might be the closest game on paper coming through.
But we always talk about paper, but stuff happens differently here in Mobile Legends. You see unpredictable stuff. So maybe we're going to see some things that we have not seen before. So I want to see what happens. I think something very special about both of these teams is that specifically Mystic Burden has a few former Team Saiyan players in there. So if you guys didn't follow the regular season, they have a few former Team Saiyan players in there. And they are strong when it comes to individual players. What do you think about the team chemistry when it comes to Mystic Burden?
Overall, I feel like during the regulars, they really played really well. In the sense that, yes, they do have losses before, losses before, in a sense. Yeah, but they are still very, very strong to hit it up.
Right. Now, that was Mystic Burden. I think we have a lot of information regarding MYA first. So why don't we talk about MYA for a second here? We have the lineup. Suda, why don't you tell us who's playing in MYA?
Well, of course, we have Too Easy for Jab. We have Facebook, King Ziz, Shadow, Solos, and BH Gods. The 6 of them make up Mysterious Assassins.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I was checking out Facebook. I think it was his Instagram or something.
You were checking out
No, I said Facebook's Instagram, right? If that makes sense. He is currently holding the #2 total wins in the world, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that is true.
#2 total wins. So you can see
the amount of games he just played, a steer amount of games, and the games need to be wins, obviously, to be part of that stat.
Exactly. And the thing about Facebook is we know that he's comfortable playing with the marksman when it comes to his own games, but when it comes to important games like today, he usually goes like, I'm pretty sure with a Chow or something that actually helps his team, not his KDA. He wants to win. That's what Facebook wants.
I mean, at the end of it, yes, it's all about winning, but it's also winning together as a team. So if your team is needing whatever that role is, whether it is initiator, the disengager, it's all going to be perfectly fine. We see the Akai here.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite hero, baby. Tumbling around on our stage. It's going to be too easy for Jet.
It's a very, very nice one. Tank, mage, you have tank support roles perhaps, and playing a bit of mage. That's where this key player comes in and trying not only to contribute for his team members but for himself as well. Perhaps this could be the person to bring the team all the way up into glory.
Yeah, and Twizy Project is also known as kind of a father figure when it comes to, you know, the Mobile Legends scene here. A lot of the people
he's
know
also
him.
29, so he's a little bit older than most of the other players that's coming in.
Yeah.
You know, this sort of maturity in mindset in play means that, you know, he is able to, you know, self-analyze a little bit better. He has gone through it a little bit, you know,
he's matured
longer
as a person.
than the rest that's there. So that leads to a more interesting dynamic playstyle being done. So we're going to see how well he will be able to play. And we know that in this meta, tanks, very, very important.
Of course, and not just in this meta, everywhere. Like, tanks are always, I would say, yes, they don't have the most amount of kills. They are the core of the team. Without them, everyone's dead.
Correct.
Right?
But I just bring up a stat from the previous game, because if you want to talk about tanks, we saw Jawhead 5-0 and 10.
Whew. Okay, yeah, you kind of proved me wrong over there.
Right? We saw Hawkeye 2-2 and 10.
Okay.
On Lolita as well.
I mean, you are talking about Erasure Saiyan over here. I would call them an exception, you know?
Might that be the case? We will have to find out. So we're going to see more of them as they are deciding on how they're going to be doing it this time around.
It's going to be Mystic Burden. KBC, why don't you walk us through this one?
Mystic Burden, we have Zorn, Ashi, Kuja, Nernas, and Hangus. Again, a very, very solid team in the Malaysia scene. In fact, they are the newest team as well, in addition with
right before
right
before the regular season, if I'm not mistaken, they were formed.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't have the information, Kuja and Hangus were both previously from the old Saiyan.
Yes, correct, indeed.
And they formed Mystic Burden.
Yeah, it's very, very nice to see what they have in store for us. Perhaps this is the time that they have to come out all the cards. You know, not showing any more tricks in the sleeves, because they have to win every single game and try to stay at the upper bracket.
Right. We only have 3 days, guys. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday. You don't have time to, you know, save up your pocket strategies.
Correct.
This is the time to bring it up. Now, Pseudo, you've been a little bit quiet when it comes to Mystic Burden. Do you have anything you want to say about this team?
Mystic Burden is also one of the favorites coming out from the side of the community. They are well known, they're well loved, they stream quite actively, they're very interactive. And we have seen, you know, people like Kuja bring his kid over. And this was at the previous tournaments at Eco, for instance, when he was there. They do participate, you know, very much, and they have shown that they are very versatile, and, you know, that they have fighting spirit. They may not have been the longest esports organization around, especially for this game, but they certainly have been impressive. Zon, definitely one of them. That Fanny play, if Peachism was up here, Peachism would be fawning over him because she absolutely loves Fanny play.
But you know, Peachism has evolved in KBC at the moment.
So at level 2, do you like Zon and do you like his Fanny play? He's a 19-year-old, ladies and gentlemen.
He's younger than me, man.
I can say that he's one of the best Fanny players out there.
He is?
Yes, and he's been very impactful for the team. So I'm going to give my thumbs up for him. Maybe make 2 thumbs up.
Alright, 2 thumbs up from Peachism. Sorry, KBC.
Wow,
KBC,
you have to do it that way, right?
You have sorry, I tend to forget. So, one thing I really want to mention is, I want to go back to MYA here for a second. Shadow had the top KD of the regular season as mage player. So, we know from you know what we've seen in the stats, MYA has sort of like an all-star team. They have like really strong individual players. Mystic Burden, you guys mentioned as well. These guys are super strong as well. This is going to be a very close match. But looking at the last match, we knew who's the aggressive team. It was definitely Erasure Saiyan. This time around, can we kind of predict what's going to happen when we go into the game? Which team is going to be more focused?
Scrappy fights. I suspect scrappy fights coming out. Now, MYA is no stranger to the limelight as well. They've been dubbed, you know, the Princes of Malaysia for quite a while. They have sort of always been in Saiyan Shadow. And we talked about, you know, this mounting pressure as you see, you know, your all-time rival, you know, growing up, getting spotted and getting picked up. That's there. You got to step your game up. And this is another platform for them to prove that. While they have gone toe-to-toe to MCB before, let me just double check that exact score. So MYA went up against Mystic Burden and MYA lost 0-2.
Oh, lost 0-2.
Yes, so Mystic Burden won 2-0 over them.
Which is crazy because we know MYA is supposedly the second best team in Malaysia after Erasure Saiyan.
I think it was the, if correct me if I'm wrong, it's the Lancelot pick which they did not ban out, and that Lancelot just go all haywire. It was before Gushan made his appearance, and Lancelot was like one of the a bit broken hero.
We went on break.
Correct. So it's kind of a pity that they had to lose 2 games instead of taking 1 out of the bag. But you know, this is a good revenge game. You know, if MYA want to prove to us that, hey, we don't want to be the second best team in Malaysia, we want to be the best
in Malaysia.
Let's do this right now.
This is
the first step they need to do to prove themselves to be the very best. They need to beat out all other competitors. Their first competitor up ahead, it's going to be MCB. Not only is it going to be like this sort of revenge, proving that what happened at playoffs is not the end-all be-all, and that there is, you know, a room to improve and to grow and to learn from it.
Definitely.
It will be their also confident step forward as they go and proceed into the next day.
Yep.
A falter here might throw off their plans completely and dethrone them from being the second best team
in Malaysia. And I want to add on to that, it's not just Malaysia. Remember guys, this MPL is Malaysia and Singapore.
Exactly.
So if you win this, you're technically the best team in Malaysia and Singapore.
Yep. Not just one country.
Not just one, 2 countries. And I think it's time, like always, we see in the crowd right now in Wanutama who's the supporter of which team. So I'm going to ask you guys, if you guys are on the side of MYA, I want you to shout on my count. 1, 2, 3.
Very loud.
Okay.
Decent.
Pseudo, why don't you take care of Mystic Burden's side?
And for those of you all supporting Mystic Burden, let us hear you cheer.
Okay.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
that's good,
I'll guess we just have to wait and see when we get into the game and see what the results are. And maybe people change. Because I know some people, they just follow the winners. You know, they really don't have a true
You mean
following.
a bandwagon style?
Yeah, exactly. They just follow the winners. Pseudo, you are checking the comments right now. Is there anyone talking about anything? Anyone supporting anyone in the comments?
Not really, no. Everybody's going on what top global.
So there's a top global. I mean, that always is the case when you talk about, like, you know, casual players like ourselves. When we don't play professionally, we always care about that kind of stuff in top global and all that.
Well, top global is just a rank. But when coming in here in an offline event where thousands of people are watching you live in the crowd, you know the pressure, the amount of pressure that you get, people watching you, hoping you to be the best player or perhaps being the best team in the league. And if, let's say, you know, you did not hit the expectation, you're going to break a lot of people's hearts. So that's the pressure in it. I feel like if you're talking about, you know, top global players, best players, the ranks, number what, just move it aside. You are what right now in this arena. You have to be correct. You have to be the player that you are, the team that you are to be in this game and try to win at least.
That makes perfect sense. Now, I think before we get into the game, I just want to talk about this. There are a few heroes that we have statistics from that have not been used at all in the regular season. Speaking of Nana, there's Franco, there's Bane, Eudora, Clint, Layla. Do you think we'll see them appear at any time during these playoffs and grand finals, maybe?
It's tough to say because I believe there are 12 that were not used in total.
Which is quite a huge number in my opinion. I mean, out of...
But we also have quite a number else that
were picked like all the time.
Is available, right? The sort of the tier ones, the ones that are new or favorited.
Correct.
Coming through. Potentially Eudora, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Things like Nana will make an appearance. Really not fitting into the current meta. Maybe not as competitive-wise. Definitely fun to use, but maybe not so much for competitive.
Maybe in games that we play ourselves, it's fine to use
your
them.
brawl games especially.
Yeah, I did win my brawl games yesterday.
2?
I did. 2 of them. I played 3 actually. Won 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'm just that good.
Well, we also have somebody asking, Zayn Malik is the caster, and I'm quite sure that's not referring to KBC.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
I don't know.
And for those of you asking, Jodel Kadila Carino, if I'm sorry I'm pronouncing your name wrongly, the players are getting ready to get into games. We are just waiting for them to make sure that they are perfectly A-okay before we kick it off.
I just want to... Sorry, KBC, you want to say something?
I just want to add on the point, like, why nobody want to use, like, the heroes that you mentioned before. I feel like the game has evolved to something much more mid to fast-paced tempo, and these heroes, they couldn't adapt to the pace.
Right.
Like, you have, you know, Eudora, she doesn't have an evasive skill, she moves quite slow, so the mobile, and we're going to move into drafting, so perhaps we'll see from there.
Maybe, hopefully, I do want to see...
Starting it out, Chow gets removed.
Uh-oh.
Gang, gang, gang. Save Chow. Hashtag. It's been the case.
Oh gosh, that again.
Yeah. But he did get buff a bit. He did get balance a bit.
Yeah,
He got balanced, that's right, yeah.
But what do you think about him after he got balanced? Do you think he's still strong?
He's been used quite a lot.
He has definitely seen a little bit of a bump up in the usage. Win rate is being a little bit more balanced now. I think he's in a pretty good spot. And we have seen multiple good, Chao plays coming out from both teams. Angela now being removed as well. No surprise there.
Okay, no surprises like you mentioned. But going back to the Chao, I think it's pretty usual. A lot of people get pissed off about these changes, but it's pretty usual. I mean, when you have so many heroes coming in and adding in so quickly, especially Mobile Legends has heroes coming in very quickly, very constantly. So you have to adapt, you have to balance the heroes. So it's nothing to get pissed off about. I know a lot of people who main Chao get pissed off, but that's how the game works. And we have a final Fanny ban from the MYA side. Fanny was banned both games in the last match.
And it's a out of respect
for Mystic Burden, Zorn over there. You don't want him on that Fanny.
Yeah.
We're waiting for a final ban from the Mystic Burden side.
I'm going to guess it's going to be another assassin because, it's going to be Gusion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gusion.
We call him Gushin here on this panel. I don't know. The Evolved Peachism maybe wants to call him Gusion.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
I call him Gushin.
Gusion.
I love how he asked us and then he just went with his own pick.
I think the crowd is with me. Anyone here? Okay, Gusion,
Anyone
please.
with Gusion? No, Gushin?
Okay, never mind. Gusion again. I don't care.
I think we just go with Gushin. All right, Mortis pick up by MYA over there. We've seen one Mortis today by Erigia.
The second time he was banned away, so we're going to see it. Lancelot and Akai makes an appearance here.
Pretty similar to actually the previous games over here.
Hellcut is open. Hellcut is being hovered. MYA has made multiple Hellcuts. I felt like I was a rhyming children's book for a moment.
We didn't see Hellcut today until now, but I think Hellcut is definitely a good pickup.
Yep, and Hellcut has been really deadly in terms of silencing heroes.
And a lot of burst damage.
Yes.
You do need that when you're going up against like Mystic Burden. Picking up the Diggy to make sure they can actually, protect themselves when it comes to team fights. Make sure that, Mystic
Denying
Burden,
the CC for
real. Well, you see, the thing about Martis being available here is that he is very weak towards crowd control because he relies on his attack speed.
Correct.
And so having Diggy there is just extra safety net. Given that Angela has been removed, Diggy is such a good choice and synergy to come across.
But do you think that's enough for Mortis?
Potentially yes, enough for Martis, but the last two picks will have to come through as more damage, more sustainable damage.
Correct.
If Martis does not quite find that. We see with the two tanks being picked by Mystic Burden, Carry becomes, the tank killer. Fit Lolita coming in with the flex over there, the support tank.
And the Lolita will obviously give more safety to the Mortis that when we were talking about making sure pulling off that stun and then Mortis just damaging all of them. It could be helpful, but on the other side, Mystic Burden, you mentioned two tanks and hovering over the Harley right now. We've seen the rush on the Harley earlier today. It was crazy. Can Mystic Burden pull off a similar kind of Harley?
I think they would, given that the tanks are able to kind of build around Harley composition. And it feels like that Harley could just come in, come out anytime. Perhaps you can see the tower dive, the crazy tower dives by Cyan was like all over the place. So they have a team to work around Harley and perhaps work around everyone.
Right. And I don't know why I would have to go with Mystic Burden when it comes to draft.
That was fast.
Just have a quick look. Sorry to cut you off there. 3 flickers, 3 retributions. What difference in play style and how do you want to be executing things? You're going to see people fighting for resources versus people that either want to be engaging or having the option for disengaging. That's there. With that in mind, it looks like MYA is going to be the slightly more aggressive team, and MCB is trying to go in more for the economic game and
going into the jungle, being able to clean off farm as quickly as
take
possible.
Objectives as well.
Exactly. But on the MYA side, you mentioned they might be aggressive, but if they manage to fail early on in the game, they're not going to be aggressive. They're just going to be Exactly. They're just going to be defensive, just using those to actually run back because we are into the game right now. I'm not going to say much more. I'm going to leave it to you, KBC and Pseudo, to tell us the story of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off this game ready with the blue team of MYA, aka Mysterious Assassins, against red team Mystic Burden. The turtle will spawn at the north side, which is the top side of the map. Now this is interesting as all teams, both of the teams already found each other with that engagement. They want blood. And the Nas, what is going on? As Carry takes down the Nas. Drop over there.
It's a little bit wrong with this.
Yeah, that's a bit of lag.
Potentially might get remaked over here. I'm not sure what happened over there, but we'll make sure that it does get fixed out first.
Correct.
For those of y'all who are online saying, you know, please start, please start, please start. Well, we need to make sure things like this does not happen.
Exactly.
So we need to give the players, make sure the technical crew, all the time that they need to make sure it is all good.
Exactly. And I understand them. You know, we're gamers. We're just like you.
We want the action.
Exactly.
Yes.
When you're watching us, you just want to see the game. I understand that. But again, as Pseudo mentioned, there are sometimes issues that we need to fix. And that's why we're here. But if you actually want to see it for yourself, to find out what's going on, make sure you come down to Wanutama, Malaysia, because right now there are so many activities here. There are lucky draws as well. There are giveaways. There's a photo booth giveaway that we talked about. If you manage to post a photo with our photo booth, hashtag MPLMYSG, post it, be creative, you get that
Argus skin.
Argus skin.
Permanent.
Exactly. It's going to be yours. So make sure you come down here and you get to see Pseudo and KBC as well.
Yeah, finally get my correct name.
See, I'm a nice guy.
You also get to see Faraz speech is
Zayn Malik, sorry.
Zayn
Malik
right
here.
my goodness. Also, I see you like Zayn Malik, you don't like being referenced to the Jonas Brothers.
No, I do like One Direction after they were separated.
Okay.
They do have a few decent songs, you know. So that's why I would like to. I prefer that, you know. It's,
for those of y'all who are also watching right now on the English side of things, we also do have a Malay side if you prefer that language. And so you can switch over the region.
If I'm not mistaken, it's Adam and Ikuto?
I believe it is Adam and Ikuto, that's right.
Yeah. So you were saying something about the Malay cast?
Yeah, so if you do want to watch the Malay language preference, you can do so through the Mobile Legends Bang Bang official Facebook page. Just make sure you change the region to Malaysia and you will get the live coverage that's there.
Right. And on the other side, we also have Lin that is casting as well. So if you guys definitely follow these guys, follow and watch their streams, you guys can go ahead and check out their streams. In the meantime, before we get into the game, I'm not sure if the problem is fixed yet.
Well, what's happening is that the game will be remade, so we're going to give them a couple of minutes to make sure that game is ended so that they can surrender and then they can remake the game.
Same draft, same picks, no changes?
I believe that will be the case.
That's always the case. You can't really change.
Yeah. So we'll just give them in a couple of minutes to make sure everything is suited out before they go into the redraft of it, and then we'll get back into the action in a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
we do apologize for a bit of the technical delays.
Yeah, before we talk anything about the game, you guys played games recently, right? Who's your favorite hero?
Hilda.
Still
Hilda.
Okay, you know what? In the meantime, while we do this, let us know in the comments. I want to see who is your favorite hero. Hashtag it. Let me know. Pseudo, what's yours?
Right now, Angela.
And wait. You were hating on that, Angela. What's going on here? Well, because Peachism's not here.
I think just for the fact that I enjoy playing it, that doesn't mean, you know, in tournaments I necessarily like it.
Right? So
there,
are you like a support player most of the time, or?
No, I play all sorts of different roles accordingly. I just think Angela can impact the game quite severely.
I would agree with that.
And so having that option and the decision making is something that interests me in how to help out the different lanes.
Right. Honestly, my one, I used to like Akai. I still love Akai. Like, that's my favorite. If you guys know me, you would know Akai is my favorite hero. But
so you love tanks?
No, that's the thing. Akai is the only tank that I like. Genuinely, I like to play with Harley. I like Harley. Yeah, I love Harley. Specifically after watching Rush play Harley right now, I'm going to get back probably tonight or after MPL finishes and play more Harley because, man, just Harley's amazing. The mobility that you get, it's just, that's my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
We do have one of our older viewers that Yeah, Marian of Suna saying Suna got influenced by Peach.
Yeah.
To be honest,
perhaps.
yes. Yes, I will admit that. I got influenced by Peach
I knew that.
to buy Angela and play Angela.
I
but
think
now
there
when we
was-
play together, we both fight for Angela.
Ooh, ouch.
And who takes it most of the time? You
I
think?
give it to her.
Yeah.
Being
a
the
nice
gentleman
guy.
you are.
Nice guy. There's someone in the comments, Azrul said, hashtag Leslie. Yeah, I think Leslie's
Leslie's
pretty good as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, in the game itself, you can use her as an assassin or an
Lapak
MM.
Smith.
Yeah,
Yep.
and an MM. But mostly, I think, MM, right? Mostly it's used as MM. So, if I'm not mistaken, we just got news that there is a few technical issues with the teams. We're going to fix it up. We're going to be back very short, I think, for only a few minutes.
Yeah.
KBC, Pseudo, if you guys have anything else you want to say? No?
Well,
Just stay tuned.
That's him.
That's him. I just want to just make sure that everybody who is here, but I do know it's a Friday.
Yep,
It's
it is.
technically working hours. That's there. So come down tomorrow, come down later today, and on Sunday as well. There's going to be lots of action that's been going on here. The activities. We are in summer here in Asia. For those of you who are watching internationally, you can still Google and find out where that is.
You can fly right now with AirAsia. Come over here, take a grab, and come straight to the event. We are waiting for you.
But here over the next couple of days.
Exactly.
So that's certainly a possibility. And meet us all. That's there. So we will be taking a short break, just a couple of minutes. When we do come back, the action will be back.
Yeah, it's going to be MYA going up against Mystic Burden. The first game, I can't wait for it myself. Thank you so much, KBC and Pseudo. We're going to go for a very short break. When we back, again, MYA and Mystic Burden.
Test. 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 Sekejap. Alright. Minta perhatian semua. Kita akan break untuk 10 minit kru. Please be back on time. 10 minit sahaja. Kita ada some technical error. Kita akan kembali semula selepas 10 minit. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Betul satu 100 minit saja
10 minute.
Oh, 10.
Okay, guys, you can just ignore Pinder's really bad Malay. Come on, Pinder.
Hey guys. We're taking a short break as there were some technical issues. They're fixing it right now. And meanwhile, you can check your Instagram, do whatever you want. But for those who do not any of that, let's just do something. We're actually waiting for Faraz because he's a master at these kind of stuffs, like doing games, embarrassing people. So yeah, I'm just thinking, what can we do? Because right now, the giveaway is after the matches, by the way. And if you haven't registered, go to the booth right to your right. You can register, and there's a photo booth right behind the booth where you can take a picture and the most creative picture on Instagram with the hashtag MPLMY.
Makan sini aja. Sini aja. Motor lagi di situ.
Apa ini MPL? Anjay.
Habis kak?
Oh kamu anu kah? Caster kah? Ya kan?
Enggak. Live streaming.
Oh ya, sudah ada caster kalau kayak gitu.
Iya.
Stream sudah, nanti aku subscribe.
Sudah. Makan di sini aja. Motor nanti.
Oke. Segini tadi.